Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am out with my son Scott on the CT 125. We're going to go for a little ride. We don't know where yet, but we're going. We both have the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pros. Both of us have them. It's a long name to remember. We both have them, and we both are using the DJI mic 2's. And they're just clipped inside the helmet, so. I should have known you'd have went and got that DJI. Should have known you.
Well, once I realized I could use it with my microphones. I wonder what the difference in the sound is whenever it's like with your helmet closed and your helmet open.
Well, it's got to be a better difference because you ain't going to get as much wind even though you got a dead cat on there.
Well, the dead cat's up in the visor area anyway, so this wind's still getting in with the, well, because my visor's open, but.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but when
I'll
it's
shut
closed.
it now.
But, oh, that's true. I see what you mean. Your visor isn't.
Yeah, because now it's with the visor closed. It's gonna sound probably how it sounds to me, which is it sounds a little bit more like you're in a helmet, you know.
Right.
Because my your voice is a lot more clear when you're not talking into a plastic shield.
Right. I think you might want to make a place in there to put it. You can make it where you can just pull the cheek pad out a little bit and then have a little cutout where you can just slide it in there.
Yeah, you have to
just set in there.
Get a really good, nice setup for it. And it'd be nicer, too, you got those small, these are already pretty small. The fact that it sits in here is ridiculous. And the new one's like half the size of this one.
Yeah. That's about exactly half the size.
Well, I would have bought those at the time had I known, you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't really care for the recording aspect of it, so I'd rather have a smaller mic that lasts longer.
One thing nice about the mic mini is that when you put it on your shirt, it only weighs 10 grams, and these mic 2's weigh 28 grams, so almost 3 times as much.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to the mic 2. It's got a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, even the DJI mic 2 seems to last a long time. I mean, it's like 6 or 7 hours.
It's like 6 hours or 6.5 hours, and it's 10.5 or 11.5 hours on the.
Yeah, so you get like an extra like 4 or 5 hours, which is nuts. Because that's enough to record all day without having to recharge it, and you can still recharge it when it's in the case.
Yeah, no doubt.
Crazy.
And if you have the case, you just take it with you.
Yeah.
And the other one's already charged. You swap them out, and you can charge the one while you're using the other.
Yeah, especially if you're not doing like 2 people talking and you're not using both of them. You just swap them out every time, and then you never ever would run out of charge.
That's true. How's that helmet sound?
I mean, it sounds really good. I'm curious to see it. I'm telling you a while ago when we put on these helmets and Angie said something, when I did hear her, she was a lot more clear than ever before, but it could just be because the microphone in that is way better.
That, and I don't know how you had yours turned down.
Well, I think I think hers, maybe we need to go in the settings and open her noise gate a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it was cutting her off until she spoke louder long enough, it wasn't getting through, you know?
So the Vox part's not kicking in.
Exactly, yeah. She just wasn't getting through the microphone, so I couldn't hear her. But when she did come through, I mean, she was way better sounding than before.
But as quiet as Angie talks, you will have to have the Vox
all the way. I know, you got to have it turned all the way up. And Mom's the opposite. Mom yells into the microphone all the time. Angie's quiet as a mouse.
Yeah, Sherry's loud.
We need to turn Mom's mic down. I still really like this whole system. It's just, it would be so nice if it was more integrated into these other systems would be awesome.
Right.
It would be so cool to just have everything work seamlessly. You know, you got your DJI mic and you got your Sena, and it all just worked. And it'd be awesome if you could even do it'd be even better if you could not even have to use the Sena mic. You just use the DJI mic and it sends it to both both things.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah,
that would be sweet.
Because these DJI mics, I promise you, are better quality than the Sena mics.
Now, the only way you could do that is like if if you had two mics in your helmet, I mean, yeah, if you have one of my mics and your mic in your helmet.
Yeah.
Or I had, you know what I mean? I have one of your mics and you have one.
Yeah.
That would, then you would get us both, because as long as you ain't way down there too far away to lose connection. But of course on these mics, it records it internally anyway into the mic, so you still wouldn't lose audio.
Yeah.
You might lose it on the camera, but it's doing a WAV file. When you download the video, there's a WAV file where it saves it.
Yeah.
And that one saves a file on it, a WAV file of the audio.
The only benefit you get from that that local recording, I think, wasn't it that, or maybe just had two different modes, and you could do that even if it wasn't recording. But there's a higher and lower quality mode, and you get a little bit better quality. Can you still do the high quality mode on the Mic Mini?
But it don't have the what's that called?
Because I think you can still choose the higher quality one even if you're not. I can't remember. Maybe it's only on recording. But there's like a slightly higher quality version, but it's not enough to where it's like game changing. You know what I mean? Like it's not enough to where I feel like you have to have it on, because these sound so good anyway.
Right.
I mean, I don't think
See,
the wind is.
I
don't think the wind is too bad. I'd be betting that this sounds pretty good, just with the visor open.
With your visor open, I can hear wind blowing through yours, whistling. And your mic may be up too high. You can't push it down into your
maybe
the chin part.
Oh, it's kind of like below my mouth. Now it's like the level of my mouth. I mean, I can angle it down like that. But as far as I think I can angle it down, I don't have much wiggle room because the microphone's on the line.
Right. Close your shield and let me see if that's what I'm hearing.
Oh, it's definitely that. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stopped it.
But hey, at least now what you could do is you could check those in post and see what the difference in audio quality is. It's a good test.
Right.
So you can say like, oh, it sounds way better with the shields closed. So if we can have the shields closed, we probably should if you want that better quality audio. I feel like, at least for if you're doing two people like this and you don't have any other people riding that have a different setup, this is a pretty good setup. I mean, you get both people's point of views, you get good audio quality. I mean, surely this has got to be about as good as you could get it for two people.
Well, this is the setup that I've always wanted. I mean, always, way back when I first started, was a wireless mic to a camera that is a good camera like this with good image stabilization and good 4K video. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And the DJI does it.
Yeah.
And the cool part is you can put two mics to the Action 5.
Well, and that gives you a ton of flexibility. I'm telling you, it is worth giving away other features to get the two mics that are this quality. Two mics that are this quality connected directly to the device with no receiver is crazy.
We need one of them.
That would be awesome. I think I'm going to end up getting one here in a couple years.
That'd be fun out there on the trails.
Well, that would be a really cool way to take Angie and Mom off-roading. You don't have to go extreme, but it would still be fun, because then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, we could basically do the stuff we're doing all together on the street bikes, but just off-road, you know? Just do some light off-roading on there would be really, really nice.
Right. Yeah, it'd be fun. So Scott here, he's got the Senna Impulse helmet. And then I've got, of course, my regular climb helmet, but I have the Senna 50C. So that's our intercom that we're talking back and forth on. Your audio sounds better now than it ever has.
Oh, from like the helmet?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, these must just be higher quality sets in here. The Spider's not bad. I mean, it's honestly, I feel like the Spider is the cheapest way to get the
mesh.
The mesh and to have decent quality.
Right.
Because it's like two microphone setups for like, it was like $300 or something when I got them.
Right.
So I mean, that's pretty good considering some of those Senas are like $400, $500 a piece.
Yeah, and that Impulse helmet has the best of everything in it. Harman Kardon sound, and I mean it's that's why, and the speakers are so big, and that's why it's so good.
Yeah, the sound of you talking sounds better in this headset than it does the other one. It's easier to understand at a lower volume, I feel like.
Yeah, your audio is incredibly good right now on coming in through here. Better than you ever have been.
I'm excited to see how it sounds with Angie on there, and we make sure her settings are good and see how it sounds, because that's the main problem that I have is that Angie, I can never hear her whenever we're on the bike.
I barely can hear her when she talks.
Yep.
So we're just out riding through some paved roads right now, testing out the Osmo Action 5's. That's what we both have on, and the DJI Mic 2's. We both have one of those connected, which both of the Mic 2's belong to Scott. I have the Mic Minis ordered, which should be in Friday.
Hey, I'll tell you something that's even better. What about a scenario where we're riding on the street bikes, or we're riding in a side-by-side, for example, and we're both recording on one of these cameras, and all four people have a microphone?
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if it'd do 4 mics on its camera. Of course, you always ask for something and you want more.
I know.
Yeah, everybody wanted where it does
you don't
2.
Realize
4
how,
would be better.
You don't realize how convenient this is until you got it. You're like, oh my goodness, this is so awesome. Well, it's kind of like how I think the last gen, the Osmo Action 4 could do 1 mic, and then they came out with the Pocket 3 that did 2, and everyone's like, man, I wish my Action could do 2 mics.
Yeah.
And they delivered, so that's awesome.
So, I mean, now I'm sitting here wishing they'd do 4 mics. I mean, that's what I mean. Never happy with nothing.
Well, I mean, hey, we got 2 of these cameras and 4 mics, so we can do that setup. And plus, you're going to probably want more than 1 angle anyways at that point.
Okay, now we're going to test it down this road here with the Osmo Action 5's and the DJI Mic 2's at about 80 mile an hour highway speeds.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait till it gets to 88.
Yeah, then we go into the future.
Well, on these, you only have to get to 44.
Well, I guess we're just going to go 45 miles an hour instead of 80. So what'd your speedometer say right now? Yours is correct right now.
45.
Yeah, mine says 51. That's what I thought. Usually 51, I think, is 45 on this one. Some people worry about the speedometer being correct, but as long as I know that, I know what I'm doing, you know. Because this thing, with it geared down, 45 is about fast as I want to go on it.
You know, watching videos of when I watch the videos of the Trail 125, a lot of people talk about the high end and all that, and they're like, oh man, I wish I could go just a little bit faster. And I get that, because like, you know, being able to go like 55, I feel like is pretty comfortable, and that's more than enough. I feel like for a bike like this, it would be. But I think, honestly, it really needs low end more than anything. Like, if it just had that freaking switch that the old trails had, and you could just crawl up anything, that would be more beneficial than anything they could add to this bike. And every single person says it. Every YouTube video. And I'm surprised they haven't already tried to put it on the new bike.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't do that. I don't understand.
That is the number one thing people have given that I've heard. It's on every video, almost regardless. People are just like, I just wish it had the low gear.
Well, the thing about it is, they're not making nothing new parts. They've already, I mean, they're not having to redesign molds or nothing because they still have them molds. You know that.
Yeah.
From the old bike, the molds to make the castings of the aluminum parts and stuff to make it all work, and the gears, they still have all that.
Yeah.
They don't just throw that stuff away. But the motorcycle thing is kind of like the DJIs I was talking about. You always want more. Well, the same thing on every bike. Somebody always wants something different.
That is true.
Gotta have it. It don't matter how it is. I wished it had this. I wish the thing had a temperature gauge on the speedometer.
Yeah, we should get over.
No, we're going left.
Oh, we're going left? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's a difference between, I feel like, a quality of life thing and it just having no power to climb. Because it's not like it's not like you want this bike to tear it up. It's just you want to be able to hit the gas in low gear and just crawl real slow up anything. That would be so nice.
That's the main thing. It's just not low geared enough.
Yeah.
Even mine is still not enough. You know, to be able to crawl over anything. It does have limits.
Yeah.
And I found them. I went out there on that Ash Canyon trail, and this thing would not pull the hill.
Yeah.
Absolutely wouldn't do it. It just, even me getting off of it and letting it pull itself, it wouldn't pull itself up the hill.
And that's what I'm saying. You should at least be able to push it up something that steep, because it's steep, but it's not ridiculous.
I mean, it should be able to pull its own weight.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It should be able to pull its own weight.
It would not do it. It just same thing. Nothing.
And that's with yours being lower.
Yeah, and that's with lower geared. But I'm happy with the Trail 125. The biggest thing on it is a little gear down, put a good chain on it, change the tires. The tires that come on them are junk. If you just rode in town all the time, the tires are great.
Well, I mean, honestly, even off-road, I haven't had too many complaints about the stock ones.
No, they're just tiny and flimsy.
I feel like they're not as bad to this bike as the stock tires were on the 300L to that bike. I feel like the 300L was worse comparatively for what you wanted to use it for, you know?
Right.
But especially if you're going to do a lot of off-roading, then you definitely want to get different tires for this thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny because I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing with these things. They just want to take them off-road, but for a good reason. They're fun. They're fun as hell off-road.
They are. They're a blast, and they're safe. They're real safe fun.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly it. That's why I love it. Is because it's just good, safe fun. I mean, you can be stupid on anything, but
yeah.
But generally speaking, it is very easy to save this bike from falling over. It's very easy to correct yourself. It's just and it's so dang fun to ride.
I've never fell over once on this bike yet.
I haven't either, and I suck.
It pretty much would be hard to do. I mean, I guess just stop and put your foot up, so keep your feet on the pegs. I don't know, but it's so easy to put your feet down. Now the 300L, I fell over a lot on it.
Man, and when the 300L falls over, you feel it.
Yeah, it's because it's just so tall that you can barely reach the ground.
Well, it's taller, and the weight's up higher, so that's how it goes. It's not the worst thing. It's just, like I said, it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't think the 300L or other bikes aren't fun to ride. It's just that I think it's like you said. I just want some nice, safe fun, and this is it.
Right.
I love it.
Was your batteries already charged, or you charge them?
I was charging them. It said it was at like 80%, I think, when we started.
They charge real fast. But they do like it on 1080p. They'll do like 4 hours. It's like 3E something.
The way it does like 2 hours on 4K 60.
No, it does more than that. It does like 3 hours.
Really, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I got out of the Ace Pro. The Ace Pro lasted me about, well, no, it wasn't 3.5. It was like 2.5 to 3.
Okay, guys, we're destined where we're going to see you all in the next video. And we're going to stop this one here. Thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Let me know what you think of these Osmo Action 5's. He's got his on the chest mount. And he got a bug on it, too.
Oh, what?
Ruining the video. Anyway, catch y'all on the next one. God bless. Right on.
Oh, no. Watch that be on there the whole time.